remote already in this mode.
Yep, make it in just with a little bit of white noise, AI6US.
Too many people there, Brian. Repeat what you had to say.
Yep, you're making it in just fine, a little bit of white noise.
I wasn't sure about that because it's kind of funny. It seems like I don't have a path to Rob's place, but obviously I do. Thanks, KK6AM.
You bet. We'll chat with you later. AI6US. I'll just make one final announcement before the net begins here. The W6EK repeater is operating on backup receivers, so anybody checking into the repeater directly via RF, you may need to have a little more power. We will be working on the voter controller later on in the day. So, yeah, the voter system, currently the controller for the voter system went down last evening again, so we are on backup receiver today. The net will continue, and the net will start in a few minutes at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, or a.m. 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday. AI6US. Yeah, and by the way, you're not going to find out much about how you're getting into the repeater just by
Echolink,
controlling, but good try. AI6US.
WQV.
Okay, so here's the deal. Somebody wants to play around and jam the repeater today, we will just go ahead and shut her down again. So, it's kind of your choice, whatever you guys want to do. But, don't jam the repeater, man. AI6US on W6EK. KW6U, AI6US. Go ahead, Jeff, whenever you're ready. AI6US. Yeah, is anybody hearing Jeff on the input? I am too far outside the range to hear anything. I'm wondering if he's transmitting without a PL tone.
Cannot hear him, W1ATB.
All right, thank you very much. Well, until Jeff gets here, let's go ahead and get the Coffee Break Net underway. I don't know if maybe he's having a problem with his radio this morning, or just I texted with him earlier today, so he should be around. Good morning, Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. It's Sunday morning, and I'll just jump in here until Jeff is available. Good morning. Coffee Break Net is on the W6EK Repeater, located in Auburn, California. And, of course, this net is sponsored by the Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club. We're here every day of the week, 7:30 a.m. until 10 a.m. Pacific time. And the Coffee Break Net, where the sun is always shining, the birds are singing, and the fish are jumping. We'll be here from 7:30 a.m. until about 10 a.m. this morning. And just invite folks to check on in and be part of the conversation. So, good morning. Let's see who is out there this morning. I'm Brian, AI6US, standing in temporarily for KW6U. And so let's go ahead and get the coffee break underway with quick in and outs as you start your morning. Who's out there this morning?
K6NTD, Sam in Loomis.
N2 DYI.
Morning. NK8 Block Queen Victor Mark, Ohio.
Cannon Twin Falls Pedestrian Mobile.
Kilo Charlie 6, Sierra Lima Echo.
N6EK, morning, Brian. KK5 Golf Whiskey November. KC8 Block Queen Victor Mark, Ohio.
All right, there was some doubling in there, but this is who I heard. Good morning to Mark, KC8FQD, and good morning to Will, KJ5 Golf Whiskey November. And good morning, let's see, I think I heard Ray in there, KK6AM. Good morning, Carl, N6CKV. Good morning to Graydon, KC6SLE. And good morning to Pedestrian Mobile. Good morning, Ken, KB7EFP. And let's see, good morning. I believe I may have heard Patrick in there, into DYI. And the first station in there, all I heard was the end of your call. Sam in Loomis, your full call sign, please, Sam.
K6NTD, thank you.
Phonetics, please. N6MTV, Mike Tango Victor.
November Tango Delta.
Okay, November Tango Victor.
November Tango Delta.
All right, phonetics are good, aren't they? Thanks, Sam. We'll be right back to you and start out the net with you. There were some other stations in there that you didn't make it in. Spread it out. Let's get you on the list. Who did I miss?
November.
All right, sounds like a station was trying to get in, but you're not holding the repeater. Did I miss anyone? All right, Smitty from the East Coast Hub Fireside, you are not making it into your repeater. We're just hearing white noise from you, so maybe when you get closer to your repeater, give it a try again. Hey, good morning. Up to the top, Kilo 6, November Tango Delta. Good morning, Sam, and welcome to the net. Anything for the net this morning?
No, sir, just happy to get back into ham. I've been away from it for 15 plus years. Just got him up on the house and dusted off the rig, and was fortunate enough to attend the meeting Friday night and get to meet a couple of you, so I'm looking forward to further involvement. K6NTD.
All right, Sam. Well, welcome back into the hobby. Glad you could join us. And yeah, well, that was quite the food spread. I think I gained about 5 pounds Friday night. Well, good morning to you, and thanks for checking in this morning. You have a great Sunday. Good morning, Patrick, into DYI.
Good morning, Brian, and everyone on the net. Just thought I would get in here while I can. Never did make it to bed, so I'm going to be dropping out of here probably right about now until sometime today. We were supposed to do some repeater stuff with a local club yesterday, but the guy never did call me or anything, so don't know if I'll be expecting one today or if that'll get held off until next weekend.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, but yeah, definitely. I hope you catch some sleep there. Good morning to you, and or good evening, and you have a restful day ahead. And any Daytona for you?
No Daytona for me personally. It'll certainly be a thing in the house. Although, you know, when I was growing up, my parents were, especially my dad, was big into NASCAR. Their thing now is Formula One, so mostly Formula One. My dad still watches NASCAR, but yeah, my mom really likes the Formula One stuff. So there you go.
All right. Well, good morning, Patrick. You have a wonderful day ahead, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning, I'm sure. Into DYI, back in North Carolina right now. You have a wonderful day. 7-3.
7-3, Brian. Into DYI.
Head on up to Twin Falls, Idaho. Good morning, Ken. KB7DFP, out on, sounds like an early morning walk.
Hi, good morning. Yes, that is true. When I'm not working, I usually do this, and, you know, it kind of wakes you up. I haven't had my coffee yet, but I'm actually going to go get one. Probably Starbucks, I guess. And, let's see. Oh, yeah, for breakfast, it takes.
Well, I came in here to make a couple QSTs before the net started. That our repeater was being worked on today, and so this is what I'm like working without coffee. So you and I are on a similar level this morning. Hate to pull you down to that level, Ken. You have a wonderful day, and as always, pleasure to have you check in. Anything else for the net?
Nope, I'm going to seek out that coffee so I can become normal again. And back over to you, KB7DFP.
All right, Ken, you have a wonderful day ahead. Great to have you check in this morning, and we'll I'm sure hear from you again mañana. Let's see. Happy Sunday. Good morning, Graydon, KC6SLE.
Good morning, Brian. Good morning to the net. Real quickly, I was just going to remind people that we got quite a few days of rain, and they're talking about snow at lower elevations for this storm. Got a winter warning last night. I was looking at it, and they're talking about pretty significant snow levels coming down to about 2,000 feet. So you and I and many others remember Snowmageddon a few years ago, where people got caught by lower elevation snow, were not prepared for it. So just a reminder, if you need to fuel your generator, you need to get your generator operational, you need to fill your propane tanks, now would be a good time.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to have to look up the storm warning to see if it got updated. But, I see that now. They did update it 21 hours ago. Up to, range up to 1 foot between 2,000 and 2,500 feet. Yeah, that could make a Snowmageddon for us.
Well, just wanted to toss that out there in case anybody is not ready. Be a good time to get ready. Yeah, the club did a great job. You did a great job organizing people last time to rescue a few people by taking them propane, taking them generators, stuff like that. Hopefully we can avoid a lot of people who are prepared. With that, everyone have a great day. KC6 SLE.
Right, great. And great to see you at the club meeting Friday evening, and you and Lisa, and you have a wonderful Sunday ahead. Clearing with Graydon, KC6 SLE, and good morning, Carl, N6 CKV.
Good morning, Brian, and everyone else out there. Well, today I finish up taxes, go to Walmart to do some shopping, getting ready for the rain, and maybe watch NASCAR. So it's going to be a busy day.
Definitely sounds that way, and hopefully you're all prepped for this rain. I was thinking I was going to wake up this morning to clouds and threatening rainstorms, but it's blue skies and the sun is out. It's a beautiful morning. Well, you have a great day. Good morning to Ruth, and enjoy the day. And any prediction for the NASCAR race today? I believe. What time does that start?
They're starting an hour earlier. It's 1:30 East Coast time, which makes it around 10:30 our time, if I remember right.
Well, that is earlier, so we better get this Coffee Break Net wrapped up on time. Carl, have a wonderful day. Happy Sunday to you, and good morning to Ruth. N6CKV, AI6US.
7-3, everyone. Have a good Sunday to N6CKV and hi to Lynn.
I shouted that into the other room. No response yet. Good morning. Clearing with N6CKV, and let's check in with Ray. Good morning, Ray. KK6AM.
Good morning. Did you send me 2 text messages this morning?
I don't think so, but if I did, maybe the second one contains a photo not suitable for the net. No, I think I only sent you one, but I don't have my phone with me.
Kind of interesting, because I thought it took 2 messages from the same person to wake up, do not disturb, and it did wake up, do not disturb.
Okay, yeah, just wanted to, I'm certain that I only sent one, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know, because I know you monitor the voter receivers. Just wanted to let you know what was going on with the system today, that we're on the backup receiver today. Well, good morning to you. Now that you're up, awake, and sounds like a little earlier than usual, any plans for the day?
Probably sit here and listen to the train wreck and then wait for the rain to start and watch that train wreck, but all from the comfort of my place.
Very good. Well, Lynn made up some chili, so I think I'm actually probably going to watch the race. I don't watch many races, but Daytona, yeah, it's always been a a favorite of mine for some reason. A lot of history steeped in that one. Have a great day, Ray, and you'll be on the right side of the door, and you have a wonderful day ahead. Thanks for helping us out on monitoring the repeater system.
Well, like I say, maybe I like to watch train wrecks. I'm not sure. Anyway, 73KK6AM.
Well, thank you for your continued positive support of the repeater system. Good morning, KJ5 Golf Whiskey November. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, Brian. Yes, I'm here on a Sunday. Not going to church this morning because I'm trying to trace down some Meals on Wheels that I didn't receive. And I'm checking with FedEx, and they don't have any updated time as to when it's going to be delivered, and so that's got me a little bit concerned there. Go ahead, Brian. KJ5 Golf Whiskey November.
Speech off.
Interesting. I always assumed, evidently incorrectly, that Wheels and Meals were delivered by local volunteers. I did not realize that they relied on the logistics services for delivery. Is that standard for your area?
Well, it's standard for this particular company because they send me 2 weeks of meals at a time, so it's not delivered on a daily basis.
Very interesting. Yeah, I know a couple people in our area here that do delivery, and I know they once a week, I think, they head out and deliver a batch of meals. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you have a backup for that, or are you okay?
I do have some extra food here, so yes, I'm okay. As far as that goes, it's just maddening. They were supposed to be here on Tuesday, and here it is Sunday, and I have not received them, nor have I gotten any notification as to when or if they will be delivered. So that's kind of where we stand right now.
I don't know what kind of food items they deliver, but hopefully there's no spoilables in there. Well, Will, good luck with that, tracking down those missing Meals on Wheels, and please keep us updated on that. And sorry that you're having to miss your church service this morning. KJ5 Golf Whiskey November, have a wonderful day, and that's Will checking in from Oklahoma.
7-3 is Brian, and I'll let you know as soon as I know what's going on. KJ5 Golf Whiskey November, we're clear.
Well, that's very interesting. I learned today about, I had no idea that FedEx or UPS or other services delivered Meals on Wheels. I always thought that was somebody who came and visited, knocked on the door and visited for a moment on their way through. Interesting. Good morning, Mark, KC8FQV.
Yep, morning, KC8FQV. Yeah, that is interesting about the Meals on Wheels. So maybe he's on an out of area, and out of, out where there's not a lot of meals. But it sounds like they might do a little different. Maybe they put a little more food in a package, and you have to prepare it more for yourself. Where I think some of them other ones are like ready to eat, and you might get 2 meals out of one or whatever. Or they give you 2 meals or something. But that's interesting. That FedEx delivers the Meal on Wheels. But I know there you've seen on TV where they send that cooking ingredients and that So they measure everything out and they send it to you. A company. There are probably several companies out there. Yeah, it's amazing what's happening in this thing. But yeah, we were warmed up yesterday real nice. A lot of the driveway's pretty well all clear. There's a couple places where there's a little ice. But we'll send it back your way. So yeah, there were some places where there's ice. But I got rid of snow and that, so I went down and got the mail, and it was pretty decent walking down. There wasn't no ice really. So hopefully the guys can get the repeater put back together and everything. But it sounds like it's working real good. So, but it must be a single site RF, and of course you have the AllStar and Echolink and all that working still for you guys. So I'll send it back to net control, K7QB.
Yeah, that's how our system is working. Normally we're on 3 separate voters for better coverage, for lower power and better coverage. And that system, we lost we're having problems with the controller. Became intermittent the last day and a half, and then last night about 11 o'clock it just gave up the ghost. So we swapped over to a single point backup receiver. So that's what we're on right now. Yes, indeed. With description of his Meals on Wheels delivery, I was thinking, man, that almost sounds like the MRE packets are being delivered. I'm certain that it's better than that, but yes, indeed. Well, you have a wonderful day, Mark, and thanks for checking in. And enjoy the self-clearing driveway. KC8FQV, AI6US Coffee Break.
Comment?
Yeah, go ahead, Will, with your comment.
Yeah, these meals are actual TV dinner like trays that this company sends out. It's made in Idaho but shipped out of Tennessee.
Okay, how interesting. That is quite the logistics. But yeah, if those are TV type dinner meals, boy, I'm not too certain of what you're going to receive is still going to be properly refrigerated. So definitely be careful. And thanks for that additional information on that. All right, let's see. I'm going to put a call out and see if Jeff has his system cleared up, and we'll see if we can hand over net control duties. KW6U, good morning, Jeff. How copy now? KW6U, are you there, Jeff? This is AI6US. All right. I don't know. Did anybody hear Jeff on the input frequency? I am a little too far out of range to be monitoring Jeff on input. All right, nothing heard. So, Jeff, if you're monitoring, it almost is like you're maybe not outputting a PL tone or something, but yeah, nothing was heard. Hey, good morning, Coffee Break Net. We'll go ahead and continue on here and see if Jeff can get things sorted out, and we'll just go ahead and take another round of in and outs. Let's do one more round of in and outs before we start taking regular rag chew. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. You're probably going, oh my gosh, Brian is on. Did I miss Sunday? Is it Monday already? No, it's not. So, yep, let's take another round of in and outs for the Coffee Break Net here on the W6EK Repeater. Good morning. Happy Sunday.
Whiskey 2, Victor X-Ray.
Kilo 6, Mike Uniform.
K3 Victor Golf. Mike.
K6DCL. Morning. Happy Sunday.
Kilo Oscar 6, City Hotel Juliet.
Kilo November 6, Whiskey, Quebec Uniform, KN6WQ.
All right, good morning. This is Who I Heard. KN6WQU, good morning, Dan. KO6IHJ, good morning to Larry. K6DCL, good morning, Dave. And KA3VGM, good morning, Jimmy. And KK6MU, good morning. And W2VX, good morning to you there, Doug. Did I miss anyone?
Yeah, Brian, Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Mike Romeo, over.
All right, and we have Robert, KO6KMR, and then there might have been one other station in there doubling. All right, nothing heard. All right, up to the top, we have a nice list here for quick in and outs. And good morning to Doug, W2VX. I guess your daughter is leaving today and taking that wonderful new young ham radio operator with her.
Good morning, Brian, and everybody else. You know what? I have both daughters here in town, one from Virginia, one from Texas, and the one from Texas has our grandson, and she's hanging out for a couple of weeks, so it's pandemonium, love, and excitement all mixed into one here at the Chandler QTH, and I will be spending some time in Never Neverland, and it sounds like maybe there's something wrong with the repeater I just clicked on. Do we need to kibitz in the afternoon or late morning?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, if you can review the text messaging last evening, there was another failure on the voter system, and so the voter is down, and he was not able to telnet into RTCMH. So just kind of a heads up, read through that thread, but we are on the backup receiver up at Rob KM6YKX's QTH.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, my morning is free after I drop. I'm going to just drive right past the Delta passenger drop-off. I'm going to make them jump out of the car, and I'll zip back and take care of that. Anyway, 7 threes to everybody. Hope everybody has a safe, pleasant day. And you know what? I thought it was going to rain all week, but looks to me like I might even be able to fit in a bicycle ride later. 7 threes, Brian. Thanks for running the net. W2VX, I'm clear.
Okay, Doug. Very good. Thank you for checking in this morning, and enjoy that time with your family. And yes, I think we've narrowed it down to some possible hardware failures. Tom was doing some logging last night, and we're seeing some drop timing issues occurring when the system is going down. So GPS or just the node itself, or the RTCM. So I have the replacement hardware here ready to go, and so we'll get together after your venture down to the airport. And yeah, slow down to at least 5 miles an hour, or I know you won't do that. I'm sure there'll be some good hugs and goodbyes on the curb. And how lovely to have both daughters home for the weekend. You have a great day, Doug. W2VX and Company, AI6US. Break Net. 7-3.
51 degrees.
And up next, KK6MU. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Brian and the net. I just want to thank you guys for hosting All-Star, because it got me interested in All-Star, and I got all set up yesterday, and by the end of the day I was making some DX contacts, including a slow scan TV net from Australia. Back to you.
Certainly very interesting, the things you can find. What resource are you using to find active nets? Are you using the active node on the site, or what tool are you using?
I'm using the DV Switch mobile app, and it has a feature where you can look at the active stations that are on All-Star. I also tried the actual All-Star website this morning just to see if it was more extensive. And I also found out my DroidStar app, I got that working with the All-Star mode too, so now I can do it either way.
How interesting. Let me ask you a question. Did you notice any different activity reports coming through the All-Star website versus DV Switch?
Insufficient experience to draw a definite conclusion, but all I can say is I'm happy with the DV Switch. It gives me plenty of nodes that are active to check out.
All right. Well, very cool. And I heard you testing yesterday, and All-Star, it's a great thing. A lot of people will go, "Oh, that's not real ham radio." Well, no, I think it's the most wonderful enhancement. IRLP was out there, and then Echolink was out there, but All-Star definitely takes linking and it just to a completely different level. Well, good morning to you. Any plans for today?
Well, I got to hop along here because I lead a church band at 9 a.m. And then after that, probably go for a walk with the dogs. And my daughter, her dog is having his 6th birthday. And then we're going to go up to a charity event this afternoon where the school kids make a bunch of ceramic bowls. And you buy a ticket and you get a mystery ceramic bowl, and then they feed you soup.
Soup in the bowl. Very cool. I like that idea. Well, I will let you go so you can get over to the church and not miss your gig there. But great to have you drop by this Sunday morning, and we'll look forward to another morning. So good morning, Mike, and we'll check in with you later on, and a great birthday party this afternoon as well. 7-3.
7-3 KK6MU.
And good morning to Jimmy, KA3VGM.
Good morning, Brian, KA3VGM. Hope you guys get your repeater fixed. I can't tell any difference on this end, obviously, but hopefully you guys get your repeater fixed today, and everything technical. And it's actually almost 40 degrees this morning, so we are warming up back here in Pennsylvania. I haven't seen it that high in the morning for a long time. So back to you, Brian. AI6US K3VGM. I'll be around if you guys need anything on All-Star. Just give a holler.
Well, appreciate that offer there, Jimmy. And yeah, 43 degrees, that is a heat wave. Somehow in the back of my mind, I picture you sitting on that porch in your Bermuda shorts and a sweet tea and some flip-flops. And yeah, I know, summer's not here yet. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to be working on the repeater again today. Yesterday it resolved itself, and so we weren't able to track down the problem, but then again yesterday afternoon the voter controller failed again, so we've kind of narrowed it down had Tom doing a little monitoring last night, so we have a little more input to go on today. So thank you very much. KA3VGM, happy Sunday to you, and enjoy that tropical heat wave. 7-3. Speaking of tropical heat waves, let's head south. K6DCL. Good morning, Dave.
Morning, Brian. I've been listening a while, and you're right. I was thinking it was either Monday or you decided to take on an extra day. Well, too bad you guys have problems with the voter system and controller. I know you're going to get it resolved, and I'm so happy you had backup. I thought initially that a couple of days ago it was all my problem. I had some issues, and I couldn't get back in and to the net, and just was driving me crazy. Anyway, I'm not happy that it's the voter problem, but I'm happy you guys know and have the wizardry to get it, to fix it temporarily and then fix it permanently. So thank you for that, Brian. And I know we all appreciate that. And I know we all went through withdrawal. Even Lucy. She goes, what happened? What happened? And she's eating her biscottis, and I've devoured mine already. Anyway, happy. Hope you get some time of it. And but thank you for working diligently, and my buddy Tom also working, monitoring and finding exactly where it is. So that's cool. You guys are great. K6DCL, thank you, and happy Sunday.
Yeah, the problem that we're having with is just associated with the local voter receivers. So yeah, it's the controller that samples which receiver has the best signal. It just becomes unresponsive, brain dead, loses synchronization. So yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors and wizardry. But thank you for the good wishes on that. But yeah, Doug, W6EK is also heavily involved with this, and he and Tom were doing some diagnostics yesterday, and definitely having computer skills very important in this day and age. It's not just a solder and a soldering gun anymore. Dave, good morning to you. Good morning to Lucy. And yes, even I had withdrawal symptoms yesterday with the Coffee Break Net being off the air. K6DCL AI6US, happy Sunday to you. 7-3. Good morning, Larry. KO6IHJ.
Good morning, Brian. Yes, this is Kilo Oscar 6 Radio. Tell Juliet. So glad to hear everybody back on the radio. We made a impromptu last night about 9:30. You heard that? We were jonesing, man. We need the Coffee Break Net. Glad to see everybody up there on the meeting. It was wonderful to put faces to names, to call signs. It was a good meet. It was a good digs. Great building. Great building. Other than that, I got to go to town and do some grocery shopping. Let's see if this starts a trend. Grocery shopping today. Other than that, it's work day in the shack.
All right, and you look lovely in a lab coat, Larry. I saw a quick little snippet of you inside of a Henry amplifier. Keep one hand behind your back, dude. Keep one hand behind your back when you're playing around with that thing. Well, great to see you also at the Friday night meeting, and I know Smitty and others are behind the scenes working on a audio solution because the in-house audio was not working properly. So it will be addressed. So it's even going to get better. What a spread of treats, my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I snagged a couple, went home with it. Said they were for somebody else, but we know the real reason on that one.
Did those snacks make it out of Auburn? Well, of course they did, but maybe in your tummy.
I took 4 cookies, 2 brownies, 2 cookies, and 2 of them at home. So that's a 50-50 shot right there.
Those are good odds. Better than many opportunities to play in Las Vegas. I'll take your cookie bet anytime. Hey Larry, yeah, it was great seeing you, and boy, what a turnout. I think about 72, 75 in person, and 26 online. So yeah, we a very nice, respectable turnout, and a great presentation on mesh core, or on mesh. So, hey, you have a great Sunday.
You as well, Brian. Everybody else out there. I thought it was going to rain, but now I got to go out and work some more. So let's get at it. There's more people coming in here. So KO6IHJ 73, Brian. Thanks for running the Coffee Break Net.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm just we'll see if here in a moment if Jeff has a working radio. For some reason, he's having a little trouble hitting in the system today. So we'll get that resolved, and you might hear another voice joining in on the net here in a few minutes. Clearing with KO6IHJ, and good morning, Dan. KN6WQU. Great to see you also at Friday night's meeting. Hope all is well with you. Happy Sunday.
Break Net, and Brian and everybody out here. I'm over in south side of Sacramento this morning. Yeah, you're right. I couldn't get into the repeater this morning. That was me trying earlier. So I'm over on the QVC guard note this morning. So thank God I got that and the 950 Pro. But yeah, it's good to see everybody at the meeting. Definitely agree on the audio situation, but I know that we get good hands on it. So that's all I got to say. It's another beautiful day here in the neighborhood. This is KN6WQ.
Yeah, great out. A lot of people I had not seen at a club meeting in a while, and boy, what a wonderful welcome, by the kind ladies from the food pantry to put out quite that spread for us. It was very inviting. Well, you have a wonderful day there, Dan. Yeah, and right now we are on a single backup that's located up at KM6YKX's home. Nice overlooking, but yeah, it makes getting into the repeater a little more challenging, but still a very good overlook location. Dan, anything else for the net before I let you go?
All right, there we go. Now we can program. We can transmit. I got to figure out how to make this thing do that. Anyway, let's see. Nope, you're right. The spread was pretty amazing. We definitely got my hands into a couple of peanut butter cookies and some of those sugar cookies. I'm a sucker for those. This is KN6WQ. Brian, thanks for running the net, and everybody have a great day.
All right, Dan. Yes, indeed. I sampled a few myself. Yeah, KN6WQU AI6US. Happy Sunday there, Dan. And good morning to Robert, KO6KMR.
Well, good morning, Brian. Good to hear you on a Sunday. Like you were saying, though, I heard your voice, and I said, is this Monday? I missed a day somewhere, but glad you're on here with us, and I'm going to do my usual routine. Karen and I are going to go to the gym sometime this morning and come back and continue studying up on the extra class, and other than that, just enjoy the day. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Over.
We have really been treated to an unexpected additional day of beautiful early springtime weather. I woke up expecting to see overcast and threatening rain, and we have this. But I'm kind of like a couple other people. It almost makes me think I have to go outside and take advantage of it and do some work around the yard. Well, you have a wonderful day, Jim, and then studying, and sounds like you have some great activities for the day ahead. Happy Sunday, and sorry for making your making you skip there and think that maybe you had slept through Sunday.
No problem whatsoever on that. Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Mike Romeo. I'm just going to turn it back over to you, and good morning to all the group. Take care. 73 out.
All right, Robert, you have a wonderful day ahead. And Robert's enrolled in the extra class that Orion and Anders and Stephen and several others are teaching. And so, I think this next weekend, in fact, I believe they're going to have their first lab. So I think there's going to be a mention put out there that there might be a need for a few Elmers to support the extra lab that is going to be happening this next weekend. So we'll look for a little more information on that, maybe from Orion during this upcoming week. Good morning, Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater. Let's go ahead and see if Jeff is out there. KW6U, Jeff, how copy now?
Good morning, Brian. KW6U. How am I coming through?
You are coming through just fine. So are you capable, are you able to take over the net? I'm at the end of the list right now. So you just let me know what's going to work for you. I don't want you sitting in some parking lot shivering in the cold.
Well, I'm in the truck right now. It's 47 degrees outside, but the sun is up, so I suspect it'll warm up a little bit anyway. No, I'm actually comfortable. I got my laptop here. I can just transmit from the vehicle.
All right. Well, I know I made some hearts kind of skip. Everybody thought that, oh my gosh, it's Monday. My calendar's messed up. So, very good. So I will hand the net control operation over to you there, and I'll be monitoring here. You have a wonderful day ahead, and sorry to hear that you had to go through the scramble, but for some reason I don't think your base station there at home was putting out a PL tone. It was very odd.
I did a full reset on it and was looking at all the menus and put things from memory. I'm thinking I'm actually having a problem with an antenna. I got some water up on the rooftop, and it's just a simple antenna up there, nothing special. So no power coming out to speak of. So we'll see what happens. I'll go check everything out after later on this afternoon. In either case, I am ready to take over whenever you are, and thank you so much for jumping in there and getting going.
My pleasure. As you know, I kind of have this thing for the Coffee Break Net, and I like to, kind of disappointed when we have to skip a day, which we had to do yesterday, and then I was thinking, boy, we just can't do that 2 days in a row, could we? Anyway, so you might want to make a couple announcements throughout the morning if people are trying to get into the repeater via RF, that they may need to use a little extra power, even though the backup receiver is on a high vantage point. It just doesn't have the same coverage as the voters. So, very good. Hey, thanks, Jeff. I will hand net control operation over to you, and you have a great Sunday, and I'll be listening out. KW6U, AI6US. Over to you, Jeff.
All right, Brian, thank you so much. This is KW6U taking back over the Coffee Break Net from this morning's kerfuffle. Clearly had a problem on my end, and I'll figure it out after the net. Just moved to the vehicle. So if I am now sounding good to you all, that is great. Let me know if I start to have troubles again, and we'll figure it out. In either case, we'll go ahead and take over the net here and take some more check-ins this morning. This is KW6U for the Coffee Break Net. Let me know if you are in and out.
KO68.
For LGI, in and out.
All right. Good morning, Greg, KO6TH, and good morning, Sam, K4 Lima Golf, Idaho. I've got you as an in and out Sam, so I'll take you first. Good morning. What are you up to today?
Good morning. From Denver here. It's about 40-some, I think. Very sunny, very nice day here. I had a little trouble logging in this morning. I don't know. Had to fight with it for a while to get logged in, but other than that, that was about it. I had to go to the Broadcastify for a few minutes there at first. You sound okay here, Jeff. I got my volume turned down a little. I'll turn it up and listen a little more.
You sound pretty good to me as well, although I could hear everything that was going on except what was I sounding like going out. But sitting in the car right now, just kind of taking over the net from here so that Brian can get a break so he doesn't have a whole week's worth of coffee break net to do.
Okay, you sound pretty good. I turned the volume up, and it sounds okay. It's very, I can understand very clearly, 100%. I think you'd be okay for the rest of the net here, Jeff. And okay, being in a truck at 40-some degrees, that's a little bit cool. I guess it's about like here. Are you getting any sunshine into the windows?
Not yet, but it looks like I will have some sunshine here in about 10 minutes. And you know what? I'm comfortable at 47 degrees. It doesn't bother me much. I have a different opinion when icicles start forming off my nose.
Yeah, well, I had my sunglasses on. They were frosting over constantly this morning, and it doesn't do that very often. Well, I'll let you bounce on down the road here and see what else is happening on the check-in. It's K4LGI. Thank you very much. See you later.
All right, Sam. Thanks for checking in this morning, and have a great day. K4LGI, KW6U73. And good morning, Greg, KO6TH. I wonder, just out of curiosity, if you can tell if I'm coming direct to you or if Rob is intercepting me along the way, if you have a way of determining that.
Jeff, good morning. Greg, KO6TH. I can hear you on the input. A little bit of a little bit of whine on the background, but I am barely hearing you on the input.
I was just curious, since you're in a little hole and I'm sitting in the vehicle with the vehicle antenna, how I was coming into about your location. So, out of curiosity, so I'm coming in okay through the alternate location, and good enough for you at least for now.
Yeah, definitely making it solid into the repeater and from wherever you are. So, yeah, put an X on the ground. And just kind of stand on it, and you're good. Today is a day of cleaning, of cleansing, and I can use that word in a medical term. I've got a colonoscopy coming up on Friday, so that's starting, and so I'm going to stay close to home. But anyway, we got laundry and chat with the kids, and time to do a vacuum of the house and mop up some floors and all that kind of stuff. Haven't dusted in a while. So it's going to be a busy day. The batteries are charged. I've got, main battery, 91%. Backup is full, 100%. So I am all set for anything that comes this way. KO6TH, back to you.
The joys of an alternate diet for a couple of days. That doesn't sound completely like fun. I guess it might be a healthy thing once in a while to go through this process and find out if you're squeaky clean.
Yeah, this is a follow-up to what happened in December with the blood vessel that decided to spring a leak in my intestine. No symptoms at all from that anymore. I mean, that's everything seems to be fine, but they want to go in and check. They're going to actually go in both ends, run something down my throat as well, check out the stomach. So it's not going to be fun. I'm going to be out of it, of course, but between now and then, I am definitely not out of it. And anyway, the other thing is my computer is quite ill, or seems to be. I don't know, it's with the software or the hardware that underpins the software, and every so often a process gets stuck, and the memory usage climbs to 99.99%. And everything kind of grinds to a halt until something unsticks itself, and then things go back to normal. And it's really annoying. I've got a draft of last Friday's presentation. I think it's ready to go, but I can't watch it without firing up the file manager to open the file. And when I do that, that thing gets stuck. So I got some debugging to do on the computer first. What is that? What was the only redeeming line in the first Star Trek movie, if I recall, was Engineer Scott observing that the more they overthink the plumbing, the easier it is to stop up the drain, and the drain is being stopped up on this end. KO6TH, back to you.
Yeah, that sounds like Mr. Scott, no doubt. Very wise sayings that he used to have throughout the whole event. The plumbing is stopped up, or in your case, later on, not so much. So hopefully that all goes well for you on the medical side and the computer side, fixing both things in one day with any hope.
Yeah, fingers crossed, and as well as the legs at times. So anyway, without getting all 80 meters on you guys, we'll let you go on with the net, and it's going to be an interesting week coming up. With the storm coming through, nothing on the boat, although I am starting to get plans laid for the electric upgrade. There's a marina down in Berkeley that has done these things and done a number of them, so I'll probably be employing their services on getting this done. Unfortunately, they have decided they want to use a certain kind of battery that costs twice to three times as much as the ones that I was going to use. They have a good reason for that. I got to decide if the reason is good enough. So we'll see. $2,000 a piece for the batteries. I wanted six, versus we can get them for under $900 otherwise. And that could be a bit of a problem. Anyway, well, we'll figure it out. KO6TH, back to that.
Never dull. You get the marina price tag for everything as you find out what kinds of materials are required for corrosion not to set in. Well, good luck with that. Boat is it is a hole in the water with which you dump money, but you can have fun with it. Have a great day, Greg. KO6DH, KW6U73.
Yes, indeed. The issue is exactly that of corrosion. These batteries are IP67. All the other ones are IP65, which means that moisture can get into them, and that makes a big difference. Epic batteries is what they want. Anyway, on with the day. KO6TH, 73.
All right, great. Thank you. Good morning, Coffee Break Net. This is KW6U. I'll take some more check-ins here this morning. Please let me know if you are an in and out. Oh, I'm hearing no one just yet. I know we are having some trouble with the voting receiver, and we're on an alternate location. But nobody even broke squelch. Is anybody even there this morning?
Well, I guess my sleepy self can check in. Good morning, Jeff and the net. Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey. In and out.
All right, I've got Kilo Golf 6 November Lima Whiskey, and there might have been a double in there. Come again, please. Double.
KJ5HHT.
Right, I've got KJ5HHT. Well, we'll go ahead and start right up there with KG6NLW. Good morning. How is your morning going? And what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Good morning, Jeff and the Coffee Break Net. If I sound a little it's because I am. I decided to wake up and grab a snack real quick, and I'm going to go back to bed here shortly. But I have a new announcement for everybody listening. And good morning to Chavez there, KJ5HHT. I recognize that call. Jeff, for the Coffee Break Net, for those listening, if you can't get in, either directly via RF or through Wires X or AllStar or Echolink, or you happen to miss a net, I'm starting a new thing. I'm dedicating a 2.5-hour live stream every morning to the Coffee Break Net on my YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other social medias. So if you miss out on the Coffee Break Net and you don't want to go back and scrub through Broadcastify to find, what happened in the net, it'll be a live stream that's up forever and ever and ever and ever. So to find it, Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey, just not phonetically, KG6 NLW on YouTube. It's Ham Radio Wilderness with Frank is the proper channel name. But you go there, and there'll be a whole playlist for Coffee Break Net. It is actually currently live right now. So with that, Jeff, I wish you a good morning. Hopefully you get some more check-ins, and we'll catch you another time. KW6H, KG6NLW with the Coffee Break Net. Good morning.
Well, that's kind of interesting to hear that. I think I've heard this before, that the Coffee Break Net has such a fan base that we're being retransmitted or broadcast somewhere else, depending on how you look at it. Very cool. I hope you're having fun doing that. It could reach other people from time to time and makes it a little bit interesting. But all right, well, thanks for checking in to the net this morning. Unless you have anything else, I'll go ahead and move on down the list. This is KW6U.
I'm sorry, I butchered your call sign this morning. I'm not all here. The last thing I have to mention, the next station you're going to pick up here actually comes from the live stream chat. I recognize the call sign. So good morning to Chavez. KW6 Uniform. Get it right that time. KG6 and LW. Have a great one, Jeff. 73.
All right, Frank, thanks for checking into the net this morning. And I got KJ6, and I think I got Kilo HT. Is that correct? I think I might have typoed your name here different.
It's KJ5HHT. Name is Larry. I go by Chavez. KJ5HHT. I'm on the YouTube stream. Subscribe to Frank's channel. Good morning, Frank. Eat, go back to bed. Probably know you need to sleep. I'm new to the net. Saw it on Frank's channel. Decided to jump on Echolink. I am from Houston, Texas area. And I am currently in Daytona Beach, Florida. I went to Hamcation yesterday. Had a very, very good time. My first Hamcation. Due to my work schedule, I could only go Saturday, but that was enough. Just wanted to give you another check-in on the net. KJ5HHT.
Oh, you only get to go to Florida for a day. Wow, that would seem like a big trip, but I guess from Houston to Florida, did you drive there or fly in?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a trucker. I'm also Trucker Larry on another net, W3PIE, out of Uniontown, Pennsylvania. And I was bouncing back and forth from Orlando to Middlesburg, right below Jacksonville, delivering pellets, plastic pellets to Niagara Waters. I'm a pneumatic tanker driver. And it just so worked out that I was able to do a 34-hour reset for my 70-hour clock, if you know anything about trucking. And I had time yesterday to go to it and then get up here north. I wanted to get north out of Orlando before 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, so I decided to come up here and do my little break and then get started. I've got to go to Whitesville, North Carolina to pick up a load and come back down to Orlando. So, go ahead.
Well, that makes a little more sense to me. So, yeah, you got to get your breaks in every now and again, and you might as well take that break in someplace kind of nice.
Yes, it just worked out. It just worked out nice that way. Well, I kind of orchestrated it with the terminal manager in Bartow, Florida, which is south of Orlando, and he worked it out for me. So that was nice. I'm gonna try to make Dayton and Huntsville this year if I can swing it with the dispatchers. They're pretty lenient and help me out where they can, you know, depending on freight and stuff like that. So. But that's all I got. Finish out my 34, get started at 6 in the morning Eastern time. Head up to North Carolina. 73.
Well, all right, Chavez. Hey, well, thank you very much for joining the net. Enjoy your fine day off over there in Florida, and have a safe drive when you head out. KJ5, HHT, KW6U73. Alrighty, good morning all. This is the Coffee Break Net. KW6U, I'll go ahead and take some more check-ins, and please let me know if you want an in and out.
Hope you're having a good morning, you and everybody on the net. KD6 I go in about 10 minutes, so I'll make your call.
Kilo Bravo 6. Lima Uniform Victor. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Brett. KB6LUV with an echo in the background as you were checking in. And good morning, Peter, KD6QZH. And Brett, come again, please, to see if maybe there was something, you had another microphone going on at the same time. Brett, KB6LUV, come in here for a second. Let's see what we're hearing. Well, Brett, I don't hear you at the moment. We'll go ahead and get to you here again in a moment, and I'll just go up to Peter. Good morning, Peter, KD6QZH. What are you up to today? And you are coming in, but you're probably a little bit scratchy, and just so you know that we're in an alternate location with the voting receiver, and you might have to turn up the power.
Okay, let me see if I know it's going to be for a while because I didn't need that much power. But hang on for 1 second.
Right, I'll listen in until you're ready here.
So my power, am I?
Oh, it's it's about the same, maybe a little bit better. So, you're kind of just chopping in and out a little bit, but I can make you out.
It's a long transmission. Just wanted to say happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies out there, and wish everyone the best. Just heading off to church, and then I got a bunch of personal paperwork to do. All in all, life is good. So I told it, I'm making it in. What's up with the rotary, just so I know?
Oh, we think it's one of the controllers, and so we have a backup system that we're using right now, and we hope to get that fixed later on today.
Okay, anyway, I'll bid everybody 7-3, and you all take care. And Katie's in Gerry, back to that. Take it away, Maestro.
All right, Peter. Hey, well, thank you very much for checking into the net this morning, and have a great day. And I hope your Valentine's Day yesterday was good for you. KD6QZH, KW6U73. And Brett, I'm going to come back to you, KB6LUV. How are you doing this morning, and what are you up to?
Good morning, KB6LUV here. Am I making it in?
You are, and without the echo this time. Fantastic.
Well, good morning, Brian and Coffee Break Net, or excuse me, Jeff and Coffee Break Net. Brian was there this morning. So, hey, thanks for all that you guys do, running the net, being there. Deeply appreciated. Yesterday morning when I got up and turned on the radio and heard absolute silence, I was like, is there something wrong with my equipment? Had to pull out my little Baofeng Mini and check to see what was going on. And, yep, it was working. So, and then I kept listening and, of course, found out what was going on. So, again, thank you all. Appreciate what you do. This is actually the first time that I'm checking in via AllStar, which is interesting.
Oh, okay. Are you at an alternate location checking in via AllStar, or are you just doing that from home?
Doing it from home via my cell phone. So I've listened in via AllStar sometimes if I'm just kind of walking around the house, although I've got an alternate way to do that now. But anyway, good to hear that this works. I'm just glad to be here on this sunny Sunday morning, staring up at that orange ball in the sky. It's a beautiful sunny Sunday morning. And also, live from Newton, Kansas, here is my mom, Bonnie. Say good morning, Mom.
Good morning. Happy Sunday to all of you out there. It's nice to hear you.
Oh, that's very nice, Bonnie. Thank you for checking in here this morning. Fantastic. Are you actually in Kansas checking in? I think that's what I heard Brett say.
No, I'm sitting here right beside Brett in California. I wouldn't know what to do in Kansas except just to listen.
Well, that sounds like the right thing to do. Brett's being a good son, having you check into the net. It's kind of fun to hear that other people listen into the net that are not hams and enjoying the conversation. So thank you for going ahead and checking in with Brett there. Appreciate it.
Yes, I'm glad to be here. Yeah, it's wonderful being out here and being with my son and daughter-in-law and some other family out here too. So I enjoy being able to do this in the morning right from site and not from my telephone at home in Kansas.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Brett will let you know all the good stuff. Maybe one day you'll want to become a ham yourself, just so you can keep in touch directly with Brett at all times.
I will say, don't take a deep breath, and if you do, don't hold it for very long. Hi. All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot for being there. Again, appreciate all you net controller folks and everybody out there doing work on the repeater systems and such. Brian, AI6US, thank you, sir. Amazing job. We really do. It is a service to us out here in the community, and deeply appreciated. You all have an amazing day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. KB6LUV. Be of love. 73. Clear and listening.
All right, Brett. You have a great day. Hi, Bonnie. Thank you for checking in. And yes, the crew that work on the repeater have their hands full from time to time, and they do provide a great service. We want to thank them all for putting in all the time and energy to make sure that things continue to run and that we're able to provide that our community with that service. So it's something we all enjoy doing. We love having it, but it is a lot of work from time to time. So thanks for acknowledging that. Have a great day, Brett, and we'll catch you next time. KB6LUV, KW6U73. All right, good morning. This is the Coffee Break Net. This is KW6U. You might have heard we're having a little bit of a repeater problem, so we're at an alternate location, which means you'll need to turn up the power a little bit if you're coming in via RF. That said, let's take some more check-ins this morning. Just so you know, my QTH happens to be in the vehicle at the moment, and the sun's starting to come up and warm up the car, so I'm actually feeling better now than I was 10 minutes ago. This is KW6U taking check-ins. Let me know if you are, and in and out.
W1ATV. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Aaron. W1ATV. Are you actually at home, or are you coming in through AllStar?
I am at home today.
So you're coming in via RF, and I hear you just fine. So I don't know if I'm hearing you direct, but that's great. I'm glad you're able to do that. Thanks for checking in here this morning. What's going on with you? You just got back from Texas not that long ago?
Back from Texas, then I went to Idaho. My mom was sick from that super flu they had out there, and so I spent a week out there with her and my sisters, and she's all better now, and so now I'm just home waiting, prepping for the next trip.
Well, I guess we can all wonder where on the earth is Aaron, W1ATB, from time to time. You check in from all over the place, so I don't always know.
Yeah, I know. And modern technology makes it pretty easy, you know, with a clear node. You can. I did upgrade my clear node. That was kind of troublesome a little bit, but I got that all working now, and so I'm ready to go again.
Yeah, I do need to get the node thing going and get that handled a little better than what I have. I can use repeater phone and check in, but I find the app, or at least the problems that I tend to have is when I want to check in, I don't have stable internet, so it's very clumsy for me using repeater phone alone. I just need to get a proper node and better internet, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. It's it's like kind of last ditch effort if you have to use repeater repeater phone. I don't have an Apple. So I use DV Switch or Echolink. I don't like it. It's hard to use if you're driving. Obviously, you can't do that. So I like to get the clear node going up run. I now have a StarLink Mini mounted in my pickup truck, so I have internet all the time. So that's kind of cool.
Well, that's pretty neat. So there's not a lot of lag that you notice. It tends fairly well. I know when I borrowed your StarLink to go down to Death Valley, that worked fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, it's worked pretty well. I mean, obviously, when I have it in the truck, it's just pointing straight up, so I suppose there'll be times when it may not have the best angle of incidence to the satellite. So far, it's been great. I went all the way to Idaho and back, and had full internet the whole way, so it's pretty cool.
Well, and I guess in the middle of Nevada on your way to Idaho, you probably don't have a lot of local traffic to compete with either for bandwidth. So you're out there in the middle of nowhere, and I'm glad that works for you. I've been considering it myself. I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle things whenever I go places, but it seems the StarLink Mini might be in order in the future.
Yeah, it works out pretty well, especially in the Jeep. One of the advantages of the Jeep, it has a fiberglass top, so I just mounted it on top of the Molly panel straight up. The fiberglass top's invisible to it, so it's nice. You can't even tell it's in there.
Oh, okay. That I didn't even consider that with your fiberglass top, so that wouldn't work quite the same way. I would probably have to mount it outside on the vehicle for me with a steel roof. I have no idea how much interference that would cause, but I'm sure your location is much better for it, keeps it protected and out of the weather.
I've seen guys mount them inside under their like a sunroof. They have these mounts that attach to the glass, and that would work. Obviously, if you put something over your top, like a tent or a rack or something, you're going to have to be wary of that because that will block the signal. So I'm not planning on doing that. So I may put something on the back in the bed, but I'm not going to put it over the top. At least I'm not planning on it at the moment.
Yeah, if you were carrying a car top tent in the truck, it would be down low enough that it wouldn't interfere. In my case, in the Sequoia and the GX with the car top tent, I don't have a sunroof in the Sequoia, which is where I would most likely put it. On the GX, we do have a sunroof, but there's a rack in, of course, when we take it with the tent. So I would have to come with some kind of an alternate setup for that to work well. That's good to know. Those little things, hearing how people handle things is good.
Yeah, lots of options. It's nice and small. It'll run anywhere from 12 to 48 volts, I think. I had a little buck converter that bumped it up to 30. That's where it's preferred to run. So turns it on with the vehicle, turns it off when I turn off the vehicle. So it's pretty handy, pretty out of the way. You don't even know it's there.
You don't notice any issues with your buck converter? It actually works pretty well, no interferences?
I'm getting a little bit of noise. I haven't determined if it's the buck converter or if it's the satellite itself. I have if you look at it physically, the antenna of my 2-meter is within about a foot of where the satellite dish is. So I'm going to move it and see if that's the problem. It's not a lot of noise, but it's enough that it's annoying. So that's my next thing, is to move the antenna and see if the noise goes away, because it is pretty close. I've already kind of gotten rid of some of it, so we'll see. If not, I think I've done a problem.
Yeah, I would think there would be some interference coming with locate or proximity to the buck converter. There has to be some. I don't know. They're pretty simple devices, but they would let off a little bit, but it's not enough to be too big of a problem for you, though, at least. And maybe finding that alternate location will work. But then you run more wire and that sort of thing.
Very true. So that's always something, isn't it?
Never dull. Never dull in the world of ham radio and communications devices. We like experimenting with all kinds of things to see what works.
I agree. Well, the benefit it's better than not having it in that way. So I'll figure it out. I can always toggle it off if I'm not using it. I don't use the internet that much most of the time, so I don't have to have it on all the time.
Well, in this fully connected world, it's nice, especially when you're driving between very remote places. But it's also nice to not be connected to something and just be off the grid. So there's always that.
Exactly. So what have you been up to these days? I haven't seen you in a while.
I am getting ready for the Pacific Crest Trail. Been doing a lot of hiking. I have my permits ready to go to start in May, early May, and we'll start the main big hike. So I'm spending much of my time doing that and hanging out with the grandkids back and forth. Our daughter's husband is he's in Hawaii right now doing some work, and so she gets a little overwhelmed from time to time with her farm and just needs somebody to herd kids. And so I do that. I herd kids, and I plan for my PCT hike.
Very cool. When do you leave? Sometime in March?
Oh, no, I'm going to leave in May. The first week in May is when I take off for that, and we'll go from there. I'm a little worried about the desert. That's the part that I think I need to work on my logistics a little bit better to make sure I can cover the distances. So that's the training. Lots of hiking in the canyon right now, getting some longer distances in with my pack. So I got to get out there and actually do a couple of camping trips or backpacking trips to break things in, just kind of see how things work.
Do you put up stashes of water and such, or you just relying on certain landmarks to get that stuff?
There is a water report that the PCT puts out, and they tell you the distances to the next water and what quality is. They keep that updated fairly well. They're always checked on. There are trail angels. The biggest run is about 30 miles without water. That runs across the desert out by Lancaster towards Tehachapi in that area. And so 30 miles without water on that day, I'd probably need to carry 6 or 7 liters of water with me. You can't really depend on the trail angels to leave that water out there for you. That's my biggest logistical concern, is me being fast enough to get through that section in one go, mostly at night.
Quite a challenge, and it's going to be quite an achievement once you finish it, so very cool.
Well, you might find me one of those crazy old guys that you see every now and again that hasn't shaved or bathed in a very long time and probably should. I could look like that by the end of it all, and actually be that. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll be looking for that picture.
Yeah, and I'm sure that when I finally hit civilization and need to be scrubbed down, it might take more than one effort.
Yeah, but that shower's going to feel so good.
Now, I don't mind dipping into the cold water in the springs. It could be 30, something degrees, and I'm actually okay getting clean along the way. So, those are the logistical things that I worry about. That and shoes. I have really got to work on my shoes.
Yeah, that would not be good to, have a shoe wear out on you halfway through or something, and you're nowhere near civilization. So, yeah, that's something to consider.
The average number of pairs of shoes for the PCT is 4.5 pairs. So, yes, I will be going through many pairs of shoes. And these days, it's, you can't just, you could just do a good pair of hiking boots, but trail running shoes seem to be the way to go. You just replace them on the regular and have them shipped to a P.O. box that you're going to be going to, or a post office, that's on the way. So that logistics, planning ahead to make that happen. Breaking in the shoes in advance is not actually a thing when it comes to trail runners, because you start to wear them out. You want to try them to make sure that everything is all good. So once you find what's working for you, and I've been using a pair right now that I can sense some problems, so I'm going to go in and see some of the experts here in Auburn that we have from the ultramarathon community and talk with them and try a different pair here before I even make the attempt.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I've bought the same pair of shoes several times now, and sometimes you get one and it's an identical pair, but it doesn't fit right.
Well, I'm not very good at evaluating the shoes in the place itself. They walk around, they feel great, and then it's not until you put some weight and miles on that you begin to notice, okay, I'm noticing this a little bit in my foot here, my ankle there, and like the current pair that I have, I really like how they feel walking around and doing regular hikes, and they grab the terrain really well. But I'm noticing the more miles I put on them, I pronate a little bit too much, and I'm feeling it in my foot. So you compound that over the miles of hiking, and that will eventually become a problem. So I've got to go find another pair to try out.
Yeah, that's going to be really important. So, all right. Well, I've been on here a while. Maybe somebody else has woken up and wants to get in and chat a bit.
I agree. We've been chatting too long. It's time to move on. Thanks for checking into the net this morning, as always, and appreciate all that you do. You have a big family to take care of all across the country, so I love hearing about your StarLink and clear node stuff. I need to get that hooked up. So have a great day, Aaron. Thanks for checking into the net, and we'll catch you next time. W1ATB KW6U73.
All right, Jeff, you have a good one. We'll talk to you soon. W1ATV clear.
All right, good morning. This is the Coffee Break Net. I'm just going to run through some typical announcements, but just a reminder to everybody that's out there, we will be working on the repeater later on today as well. We are having some difficulties with the voting receiver controller, and we're at an alternate location. So if you do check in to the net, let us, you might want to boost your power for RF. Check in that way. Things seem to be working fine on the node section, and all that is going to be that the repeater might not be available later on today. So at least for now, here we are. This is the Coffee Break Net, and let me go through just a quick normal announcements that we do. With the nets that we typically have Sunday evenings at 7:30, there's some sort of Placer County Aries exercise. If you are interested in Placer County Aries, you can find them with a quick Google search, and there's lots of great information at that page. So it's pretty useful. 7:30, there could be on a local repeater or not, and check in with them. On Mondays, we have the All Nodes Net, Monday 6 p.m. Pacific Time on W6EK 2-meter repeater and AllStarLink 51018. This is an Elmer net for nodes. I need to be listening in if I'm interested in any kind of node setup. There's a few devices out there that seem fantastic, so I'm going to have to see what kinds of problems there are and listen to the net. It's a great net, every Monday 6 p.m. Pacific Time, nationwide net, by the way. The Elmer Net is every first and third Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time on the W6EK 2-meter repeater, hosted by Eric, W6EMR. A great time to check in and post a problem you might be having. I may be joining the Elmer Net from my vehicle to find out what's going on with my home radio. I'll do some checking and see if I'm having antenna problems or whatever. But the Elmer Net's every first and third Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. on the repeater. There's an alter ego to the Elder Net, and that is in the shack every second and fourth Wednesday. That's on the Club Zoom room. You can go to W6EK.org on the Zoom button and join our In the Shack every second and fourth Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Every week on Thursdays is the weekly 2-meter net, Thursday 7:30 p.m. You get an officer reports, ARRL News, a satellite report, and a mystery question. Mystery question is a lot of fun. That's worth listening into all by itself. But try and check in from wherever you are. If you're taking the dog for a walk and you've got your radio with you, try it out. See how well you check in. And that's kind of the whole point of the Thursday net. Make sure your equipment's working. And Friday night trivia every first and third Friday, keeping Friday nights alive on the repeater. It's a lot of fun. It's hosted by Don, and Simone. K6DXN is Simone's call sign, and I'm just drawing a blank on Dawn's. My apologies. But they have a great time on Friday night trivia, first and third Wednesday. Monthly breakfast is the last Saturday of every month. February 28th is the last Saturday here. It'll 7:30 a.m. at Nell's on Highway 49 in Auburn. And that's always a lot of fun. And that will be followed up by a box time, starting from the Mel's parking lot. Information's on W6EK.org. The Fox tender is going to be Marty, KO6GXX. It's always fun to get new Fox tenders in there. They come up with all kinds of creative ways for making it a challenge, and we're looking forward to it. Fox hunts are a lot of fun. You do not need a license to do it. It's a great way to introduce somebody to ham radio or ham radio activities generally. I just remember watching Wild Kingdom with Marlon Perkins and watching them use the fox hunt to track the mountain lion. That was always fun. The next club meeting is the second Friday of every month are our club meetings. We had our first club meeting in a new location over at the Placer County Health and Human Services building. What a great location it was. It's a fantastic spot. It was very comfortable and very easy to get in and out going on to that. So that was fantastic. It was beautiful. We'll be meeting there every month. There's information on how to get there on W6EK.org, but the next meeting will be March 13th, 7:30 p.m. at the new location, Placer County Health and Human Services Conference Center at the Auburn DeWitt Center. Very easy access from 80 or from 49, and it's a beautiful facility, secure parking. But we want to make sure we are still contributing to the local food bank, so bring food bank donations. Mark your calendars. This is a big deal. The Loomis Ham Fest, the first and best ham fest in all of California, maybe one of the best in the country. We have people coming in from all over the place. Saturday, March 28th. You got to get there early, at least before 7 a.m. But for all of you members of Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club, sign up to volunteer. This will make it easy for you to just work a short period of time and then go out and really enjoy the Ham Fest itself. Many hands makes light work, and it is a lot of fun. There might be donuts and coffee involved for those of you that are working. VE exams. If you want to book an exam, go to hamstudy.org. The Sierra Foothills VE teams meet Monday, March 2nd, 7 p.m. at the Confluence Church campus in Auburn. The Granite Bay VE group they met yesterday, Saturday the 14th, so probably the second Saturday of the next month in March. And that's at 9 a.m. at the Rayleigh's Event Center on Douglas and Auburn Folsom. And the Folsom VE team will meet here February 16th, 6 p.m. in Folsom, California there. So go to hamstudy.org to get the session and the location, book your upgrade, or take a new VE to it. All right, and just, sorry about that, standby. Just got a quick note that we had a lot of food donations this last month, so that's very helpful. The Food Closet greatly appreciates it, and they ended up, the ladies who run that Food Closet gave us a very big spread. They brought all kinds of treats and cookies and goodies all around, just as a thank you for what we do for them with the food donation. So it goes hand in hand. We get rewarded from time to time for no good reason. It's always giving food to the hungry is one of our overall good goals. Being a good group of people together. I'm glad we're doing it. This is the Coffee Break Net. I'll go ahead and take some more check-ins. Please let me know if you are and in and out. This is KW6U for the Coffee Break Net.
Alpha Fox 4 Sierra Hotel. Operator name is Gerry.
All right, my apologies here. I got 4 Sierra Hotel. Let's get the rest of your prefix there. My apologies.
No problem. The full call sign is Alpha Fox 4 Sierra Hotel. AF4SH. Copy, over.
right, I got Alpha Foxtrot 4, Sierra Hotel. Good morning. How are you today?
Doing pretty good. Making my way around the radio bands, making contacts here and there from HF to DMR to up on Echolink. So having a pretty good radio day. Supposed to get some rain today, so it's a great day for radio. All is doing well on this weekend. Hope everything's going well your way. And let me send some 65-degree weather your way. AF4SH.
Yeah, it seems to be warming up a little bit, but we've got a storm front coming in, and so we're expecting later on this week, it could be even a little bit of snow in our location. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I don't mind that at all.
Well, I hear you. I'm a car person, so the snow and I don't get along all too much. We've actually just started our car season down here in Savannah. Had a cars and coffee yesterday, so got a good start to the season. We're hoping that our weekends will stay clear and it rain during the week.
That sounds nice. So yeah, just keep an eye on all of that. The way things have been going across the country this year, it's been all over the map. Don't really know what to make of it all. But that said, so AF4SH, you know what, I didn't get your handle. My apologies. I should have known that right off the top, but I didn't have my QRZ page up.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get along with the net there. We'll sit here at the side. We're trying to turn down some other radios here so we can focus in on this one here. AF4SH here in Southeast Georgia in the net with you.
All right, AF4SH from Arizona. I mean, not Arizona, sorry, Georgia. Southeast Georgia specifically. Hey, thanks for checking into the net this morning. My apologies. Have a great day, and we'll catch you next time. AF4SH, KW6U73. All right, good morning. This is the Coffee Break Net, KW6U, taking some more check-ins. Let me know if you are in and out.
Papa Delta 9, November Oscar Whiskey via Echolink.
JR, WA9, Quebec, Juliet, Romeo, Frank.
All right, guys, I'm going to try and separate the two of you. PD9, November Oscar Whiskey, first of all, is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's 100% correct. PD9 NOW, Papa Delta 9, November Oscar Whiskey, checking in via the Echolink gateway from the Netherlands. Good evening from my side to your side. Go ahead.
Oh, good evening. PD9 NOW, fantastic, coming in from the Netherlands. Will you stand by just for a moment? I'll confirm my next check-in, and I'll come right back to you. There was a double momentarily there, and who did I miss?
WA9QJR, WA9 Quebec, Juliet, Romeo.
Right, I have Whiskey Alpha 9, Quebec, Juliet, Romeo. I'll be right back to you. I'm going to go ahead and check in back with the Netherlands now. He's been very patient. PD9 NOW, good morning from California. It's probably evening in Netherlands. And I wonder if you're enjoying well, you're not quite there. You're probably enjoying the Olympics going on right now.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely right.
Good evening, everybody on the net. Yeah, we are quite good at ice skating, hi. So, yeah, I'm following that kind of sport on the television indeed. And, yeah, I was just browsing around on YouTube, and then I saw somebody putting up a live stream about this net with the audio and all that kind of stuff, and it said, yeah, like an Echolink number, and I've got my license, of course, and I said to myself, oh, let's try to connect, and now I'm here. So I'm very happy you picked me up. Mike back to Net Control. This is PD9 and NOW.
Well, I'm glad you found us. We are here every morning in the Pacific time, 7:30 to around 10 a.m. And it sounds like that would be every evening for you, 7 or 8 hours later. Fantastic. I'm glad you found us and you're able to check in. We're here every day, and it's always fun to have check-ins from over the pond.
Yes, all right, great. I'm now connected to a repeater called W6EK Kilo. It says on Echolink, so yeah, I will just put it in my favorites. Mike, back to you. This is PD9 NOW.
Very nice. We hope to hear you again. Have a beautiful evening over in the Netherlands. Thank you for checking in. I'm glad you found us, and I'm sure we'll hear more from you.
Sure. Thanks for having me in the net. My operator name is November India Echo Lima Sierra, by the way. You can find me on the QSF page. 73 for now, and bye-bye. I will be standby to the net.
Comment.
And thank you for checking in. PD9NOW. This is KW6U for the Coffee Break Net on the W6EK Repeater.
Comment, KG6 and LW.
What was that call sign? And I'll come back to you after I get my next person, but KG6NLW, is that who was calling?
Yeah, roger that, Jeff. I just have a quick comment for Neil.
Go ahead, Frank.
Neil, good evening to you. This net starts at 15:30 UTC, so just to give you a good idea when it is for you over on that side of the pond. And thanks for finding us via YouTube. KG6NLW, back to you, Jeff. Good morning.
All right, Frank. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, that makes it a little bit easier for him to find things. All right, well, good morning. I'm going to move on down to, let's see, WA9QJR. Good morning. This is KW6U. How are you this morning?
I am doing great. I really enjoy the new facility that we're going to be having our meetings at, and it was very nice of the ladies to provide us with some excellent snacks. And also the topic was interesting. I've already started researching mesh networks, so thanks for running the net this morning.
We do have some interesting topics. That was just an overview and quite in depth, actually, enough to really kind of get a better understanding of how mesh core and just mesh networks in general work. I'm looking forward to the kind of the series of this. It seems rather interesting to me to have that going on in our local areas.
Absolutely agree. It looks like an interesting topic. I'm just starting getting involved in DMR, but I guess the next step will be mesh networks. We have a great club.
I think so as well. I think our club is pretty fantastic. We have a great outreach, a large membership base, and a broad depth. I like to call it the brain trust of people that really know what's going on with ham radio, and along the rest of us just sort of casual users and enjoying the work of many people.
Yeah, I fully agree. And listening in on the net, which I do a lot, is pretty interesting too, as well as listening in on the repeater. It is a wonderful club. I moved here from Chicago, and being a large city, it has a lot of great clubs, but I think this beats them all. So I'll let you get on with the net. Thanks for letting me check in.
Hi, Frank. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the meeting location and the snacks that were there. Have a great day, and thanks for the very nice comments. WA9QJR, KW6U73. Hey, good morning, Coffee Break Net. This is KW6U. I'll go ahead and take some more check-ins here this morning. I'm sitting in by the way, if I sound a little discombobulated, I'm sitting in my vehicle now, and it's warming up finally, and actually working on slow internet, which is connected to my phone here and getting all my internet that way. It's too far from the house. So anyway, I'm enjoying my morning out in the vehicle just to make sure that I could keep the Coffee Break Net going. I'll go ahead and take some check-ins. Please let me know if you are in and out. Well, I heard somebody key up the mic, but didn't actually hear anything. Anyone out there that would like to check into the Coffee Break Net this morning? I'll go ahead and take check-in. That station that was trying to check in, your audio was very, very low, and I didn't make it out. Did anyone else happen to hear it?
They were coming in through the Fireside East Coast Hub, and I think it was started with a prefix Kilo Bravo 1, but yeah, audio was too low for me to copy.
Let's try this again. It's Kilo Charlie 1 Victor Kilo, and it's Kevin. Name's Kevin. Kilo Echo Victor Indy November. Up here in Maine.
My apologies. I was stepping on you. Would you come again, please?
Kilo Charlie 1 Victor Limo Kilo. Name is Kilo Echo Victor India November. Kevin, Maine.
All right, Kevin, KC1VLK. Well, you know what? You're sounding great now. Your audio is full quieting at this point, so fantastic. And thank you for checking in here. Is this your first time with us?
No, it's my second time. I checked in yesterday. I found you guys by accident. I was just surfing around and trying to find some activity, and you guys had come right up on my frequency where I was at, and so I decided to jump in and introduce myself, and I put you in my favorites. Back to you.
Very cool. I'm so glad that you were able to find us and check into the net. Yeah, it was funny how your audio was very low this first time I heard you, but now you're coming in loud and clear. Did you actually change the setting?
Yes, I did. Yes, I just had to turn it up a little bit. It was a little off, but just give it a little bit of tweak.
Well, that makes more sense to me then. All of a sudden, you were there and loud and clear coming in from Maine. So, well, I hope things are going well for you up in Maine. It must be rather chilly at the moment. I've never been. I would like to go, but I think I'll come in the summertime.
Yeah, I'm so ready for summer up here for sure. It's 27 degrees right now, but plenty of sun. Still have the snow on the ground. She hasn't been melting quickly because it's been cold. Been down, zeros and sub-zeros at night here. It's been a cold winter up here for sure. And the snow comes with it, but I'm so ready for it. Back to you.
I will bet you are. We're a little bit spoiled. 47 degrees sounds about what the temperature is here, except it does not drop down to zero. We stay considerably warmer. I've heard many good things about Maine to go and visit. I just haven't made it back there yet to be able to do that, and I look forward to sometime in the future. I hope you're having a safe and wonderful winter, and it sounds like you are ready for spring.
Yes, I am ready for spring, that's for sure. Yeah, if anyone that wants to come up to Maine, best time to come up is during the summertime. It is beautiful up here during the summertime. I have no complaints whatsoever. Yes, it is really beautiful. That's the best time to come up and get into some of the Maine lobster. Yes, sir. You got to hook yourself up with some of those too. Alrighty, thanks for the come back, and I'm just going to take a standby and just listen. KC1VLK, back to the net.
All right, Kevin, good morning. KC1VLK, this is KW6U73, and enjoy the net. And this is the Coffee Break Net. I am KW6U. I'll go ahead and take some more check-ins here this morning. We've been talking about very much nothing. So if you have a subject you want to bring up, by all means, bring it up. Let's take some more check-ins. Let me know if you are, and in and out.
N9MUF, in and out.
And quick break, AI6US.
All right, Brian, I have N9MUF. Daniel, I'll get you going here in a second. And Brian, go ahead with your break.
Yeah, just wanted to let the folks know on the W6GRC repeater up in Northern California, Orland. We are once again getting carriers from your system, but we are getting no audio. So I don't know, you might want to, don't know if somebody's trying to get in, but we're seeing someone attempting to check in from W6GRC repeater system up in Orland, California. Thanks, Jeff. Back to you.
Right, I was even unaware of that, so excellent. Thank you for that. Good morning, Daniel, N9MUF. Happy Sunday for you, and what are you up to today?
Just a good, decently warm morning. We've got 45 degrees here. Church was wonderful, and hoping I can get out on the motorcycle this afternoon. So far, so good.
Well, motorcycle weather for you this time of the year might mean extra hot, dry summers. I hope that's not the case.
It's a bit of a break, if I remember what Mark said correctly, so I'm not too worried about it. I expect it to be cold again in a few days, and so I plan on getting out on the bike while I get a chance. So the plan is today motorcycle and radio, tomorrow radio, and then back to the job search on Tuesday, but taking a bit of a breather when I can.
Well, enjoy the breather. Yeah, you want to go ahead and have some fun in life rather than just all, what is it they said? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So, Daniel, enjoy your fun time.
Definitely, I'm learning to do the mental health self-care and give myself the breaks when I've got it.
growing up as a farm kid, I had a bad habit of just saying, well, if you're done with work, that means it's time for more work. And I'm trying to shift my attitude. With that, I'll say 7-3 and 9MUF.
Well, good luck with that. As a farm kid, I know that you're born with and raised with nothing but work. So, yes, enjoy yourself. Take a Sunday off and relax. And 9MUF, KW6U, 7-3. Right. This is the Coffee Break Net. I'll go ahead and take some more check-ins this morning. Who's out there this morning and would like to say hi to me, and we'll chit-chat a little bit.
AWB1G.
Well, good morning, Smitty, WB1G. Thanks for running the Zoom room last Thursday evening. How did that work out for you on your end? That was a little different.
Well, you know, it's funny because I was actually only supposed to be the greeter, so it was kind of a team sport, if you will, between myself and Steven, who was at the controls. You know, it was interesting. It was fun. First and foremost, I'm sorry I didn't get the chance to visit and chat with you. It's funny, after my minor slip up. So, you know, it's interesting. We've never had a situation where, and we'll just call it out in front of the group, and that's okay, where Zoom attendees could be heard over the local PA system so that folks could hear if somebody unmuted. And so we unmuted the room so that anybody that was physically sitting there could hear people on Zoom, but my mic wouldn't. And I know better. You know, as any broadcaster should know, every microphone in front of you is a live microphone. And the reason I'm bringing it back up is right after my slip up, I looked up and your big smile was staring at me, and I know you felt pain.
I felt all of it. And, of course, it's a little bit humorous to watch somebody wriggle a little bit. Yeah, that's the way it's going to go. The new system is a little bit different than what we're used to. It sounds like it's got a great deal of capability, and it's a matter of just coordinating the dance.
I mean, I think that's a fantastic way to look at it. And I think, too, you know, we did a big consolidation, which I think is really good at taking all that gear that we were, I mean, a lot of folks don't know, but it would take a good hour and a half to set up all the AV stuff to do the Zoom. In this case, it takes about 5-10 minutes now. That's a vast improvement. So whether it's me or Steven or, shoot, even you, it makes it easier to hand that roll around because really all you have to travel with to the meeting is a laptop and a few little odds and ends to plug into the laptop. That's huge. So we learned a ton, and I'll tell you what, I've been noodling on it all weekend, and I even drew up a workflow diagram of version 2.0. Yes, that's right. I jumped from version 1, which was Friday night, and now we're looking at a version 2.0, and I think we have, I don't want to say solved, but I think we have found a way to embrace both the PA system that's in the room, which was not used on Friday, and potentially enhance the listening experience in room, physically in room, and also online. So kind of some new stuff going into that. We got a whole, 29 days or 28 days until the next meeting? Actually, maybe a little less than that, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, kind of fun. It was a lot of fun, and I was telling Brian and Mark there, in my professional life, not personal, but my professional life, there's nothing more than I enjoy than to solutionize audio and video issues.
That's what you do. By all means, yeah, this is just a little different than what we're used to, and I'm sure we'll get this thing ironed out before long and make the experience good for both sides and both ends. For me, at least, it's always better to be in person. I love the in-person meeting, but the alternative to not being able to come in is to miss the meeting unless we have something like the Zoom, and I'm so glad we have it as an option. We have a large membership all over the country, really, and folks from all over can check in. There's no way they can easily come in person when you live so far away. So by all means, check out our meetings on Zoom when you live elsewhere.
Absolutely. Nice plug there, by the way. In the radio biz, we would have called that a nice little squeeze that plug right in there in between. Outside of amateur radio, it was kind of fun. My daughter was in Vegas this past week. I don't know how I could tell you straight up. You have youngsters. Well, you had youngsters. They're adults now, and my youngsters are adults too. But I digress. They're never adults. They're young humans and they're young adults, but they're never going to be at my level of adulthood, right? I mean, yeah, I know you're shaking your head with me here. At any rate, my daughter was in Vegas this past week with her boyfriend and her boyfriend's family. Now, that was a tough one to swallow. She's nearly 19, so I have to kind of accept the fact that she's kind of young adulting. So she was in Vegas with her boyfriend and her boyfriend's family and his brother, and her boyfriend's brother was celebrating his 21st birthday. Okay, all that build up. So she flew there directly from school from Reno. She goes to the University of Nevada. She flew from Reno, but she flew back here on Friday. And after the meeting, I was supposed to go to the airport to go pick her up. She was landing at, I think, at like 10:50 into Sacramento. And so I was all excited. I was going to leave the meeting after all that excitement we had there, and I was going to head to the airport. And when we were debriefing after the meeting, when Mark and me and others were talking about, the audio-video situation, I got a phone call from my wife, and she said she showed up an hour ago. She took an earlier flight, and she wanted to surprise us. So she showed up at the house, surprised the heck out of my wife, and then, of course, at that point, the debrief was done. I was in the truck, and I was hightailing it back home. WB1G.
Yep, I know how surprising that can be. It's always nice when your child that has moved out comes back to visit. If they come, they tend to circle the nest a little bit too, by the way. They don't just automatically leave. And for me, it's exciting when they figure out how to make the whole world work for them. And I know it's exciting for them as well. So it just means they're growing up, and she's got a good head on her shoulders. She had a good dad, so I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, she absolutely is. So it was kind of a nice little, very short visit. She came in on Friday night, and we had breakfast on Saturday, and then I brought her back to school because today and tomorrow going over the summit, not advised. So there you go. So I got an evening and it was cute, and I don't remember. I know you have boys. I don't remember if you have a girl. I think you just have boys. But it was cute because I could tell she was a little bit homesick. It was the longest span that she's been away from the house, and when I came into her room, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're home, and she wanted cuddles. And for an almost 19-year-old female to tell Dad, "Hey, Dad, you want to cuddle?" Or "Come on, stay in here." I loved that. I melted. She definitely knows how to make sure Dad is wrapped around her finger at every stage. So, at any rate, I won't take any more time. I'm sure there's some others stacked up to say good morning to you, but heard you out there and wanted to give you a wave and say good morning. It was, again, good seeing you and others on Friday. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to talk to anybody on Friday. I was kind of a little bit too consumed by the technical things that were going on, so I didn't get to even really say hi to you, and I only had a few cookies, which was surprising. I was surprised. That spread was amazing. So, at any rate, I'll give it back to you. I know there's probably others. Hopefully, I've stimulated some conversation and gotten the ball rolling to get some others to check in. Don't be shy, folks. It's the microphone. Just press that little pickle and say hi to Jeff here, because it's Sunday morning. WBYG 7-3, my friend.
Completely understand all of it. Your mind is headed in different directions when you're thinking about your daughter. I get it. We'll have to share another story. I'll tell you about the first meltdown my daughter had when she moved out of the house, and hopefully you won't run into that one. WB1G, KW6U, 7-3.
Hey, 7-3 there, Jeff.
All right, all. This is KW6U for the Coffee Break Net this morning. I'll go ahead and take some more check-ins here. We'll wrap it up on time at 10 o'clock, so we might as well just start going towards in and outs, and we can say hi for a minute, and we'll go from there. So I'll take some in and outs this morning, and let's get you checked into the log here.
Kilo Niner Uniform Echo Tango. Jen.
K6DLK. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Dan, K6DLK, and good morning, I think it's Jen, K9UET. Did I get that correctly?
Yes, QSL.
Well, fantastic, Jen. Where are you checking in from? I've got you, I think, coming in through Echolink here. So how are you this morning, and where are you checking in from?
Yes, good morning. We've been listening to you for the last hour. I am at my boyfriend's QTH. We are coming in on All-Star and in Wisconsin, and I've enjoyed listening to you, and I'm like, I'm going to check in today.
Fantastic. So you were just sort of spinning the dial, so to speak, and been listening to us for a little bit. Well, thank you for checking into the Coffee Break Net. Wisconsin, we get a few people from, checking in from Wisconsin once in a while, and of course I've got in-laws and family that are from there that live here in California. They've left the cold weather.
I actually have family in California, in Long Beach and Temecula. I've spent many summers in Long Beach. I do miss California quite a bit. But yeah, it is cold. But actually today is nice. It's 50. We're debating whether we want to go and do some POTA and activate a park. But he listens to you guys every morning, I think. He turns you on and listens to you, and I was like, have you ever checked in? And he said no. So I was like, I'm going to.
Yeah, by all means, check in whenever it sounds about right, and I want to thank you for doing that. You were brave enough to actually key up the mic, so we enjoy people coming in from all over the country and all over the world. I don't know if you heard earlier, but we had someone find us from the Netherlands, and the miracles of modern internet and gateways to get to California. It's fantastic.
Listening to you since you first started the net. So yes, I did hear the Netherlands gentleman. We run a net. It's every day during the week. It is on it's international on net. Our nets are very chaotic. They're not like a traditional net, and it's a lot of fun. So I run that every other Friday. My boyfriend does Thursdays. He's very, very popular. So he's very well loved, and it is a fun net. And all you have to do is give your happy thoughts. So. But I love playing on radio, and I do have the courage to jump in, and I just was enjoying you, and I liked listening to the gentleman's conversation about his daughter wanting a cuddle, and so it made me happy, and I wanted to check in.
Well, I'm sure Smitty's listening. I'm sure he appreciated that comment. He would, and it's nice that you enjoyed that. Well, thanks for checking into the net. What is the daily net that you run?
Okay, that's a lot, my love. Okay, he's trying to tell me it all right now. I wish I could have him do it. It is on the Lakeshore Repeater out of Racine, and it can connect through via AllStar DMR, and it's every day at 5 p.m. Central Time, and you just give a happy thought. The node number to connect to it is 511861. I hope that helps.
Hey, quick comment.
Go ahead, Smitty.
Well, I'm listening, and I apologize. I didn't catch the name or the call, but good morning, Racine, Wisconsin. I also have a connection. I'm the guy that was talking about the daughter that's cuddling with. My great aunt, who unfortunately is no longer with us, lived in Kenosha. Oh, yeah, Kenosha. You know where Kenosha is, don't you? And as a kid, when I used to go visit her, I used to go to the Marsh Cheese Castle there, right there. You know where I'm talking about. We go to the Marsh Cheese Castle. I don't know. As a kid, Cheese Castle sounded very cool, and then you go there. I went there as an adult maybe 10 years ago, and I was like, I remember it differently. But good morning, Racine, Wisconsin, or good early afternoon, I guess. WB1G.
Yeah, Jen, I think you have a fan, Dave. Right? Thanks for checking in. I wrote down the note here in the notes, and I'm willing to go check it out here one of these days. But thank you for checking into the net this morning, being brave enough to do it. It doesn't sound like you're all that scary. K9UET KW6U73.
All right, good. We are actually in Kenosha sitting here right now, so Racine is where our repeater is. It was a pleasure speaking with you this morning, and to your other friends from the Las Vegas guy, refers Las Vegas daughter. Anyways, 7-3, have a great morning.
Yeah, we tell a lot of stories here, so yep, happy thoughts are a big part of ours as well. Have a great day, Jen. We'll catch you next time. And good morning, Dan, K6DLK. Aloha. Are you back home or are you local?
Good morning, Jeff. Aloha to all. I'm going to just scooch on in there. Watch out, DLK's coming in. Jeff, Smitty, bring it on in. Let's cuddle. Great talk. And for some reason, I'm craving a little cheese in my omelet this morning. Don't know why. But no, I am back, and I am working this weekend. I hear the vacuum going upstairs, and I am being pushed out as soon as I grab a bite to eat. It looks like all this time that I enjoyed doing other things have left the important things stacking up that I've gotten back to. There was a hard line in the sand to be back by Valentine's Day, and I was. I knew it was good for me.
Oh, well, who drew the hard line in the sand? That could be a little mushy. And wouldn't Valentine's Day be nicer in Hawaii?
It would, but my Valentine was back in California. I shared the story that my mother-in-law hurt her hip and went through surgery and replaced the hip and is going through recovery therapy. And although I tried to convince that a little time might be good away, especially in light of the fact that Mom is receiving 24-hour care in the facility that she's in to recover, and when she gets out, then it'll be all hands on deck. But my wife is very concerned about it. She was very gracious in allowing myself and my son to sneak off for just a little bit. So it wasn't a long family one. And because of that, I am back. We are always stronger together.
Well, it's hard to argue with that, and that sounds like a halfway decent line in the sand. And when it comes to being apart, Valentine's Day, you have to correct that. You're back. Welcome back. And hopefully you had obviously you had fun and safe travels back. So here you are. And what else is going on in your day today then, Dan?
You know, the same pile that I left when I departed. I always try to clean things up. You know, whether it's a desk, a garage, a project, or anything else, you usually try to get on top of things so that you don't come back to the rubble, and I didn't do that. So I'm doing the same now. I'm getting things going. I'm wrapping up some other projects. It just seems to be a forever thing, and I know there are others out there who do the same thing, regardless of the differences in what we do. It just seems to be like a Golden Gate Bridge painting project where you get all the way through, and once you get to the other side, it's time to start all over again somewhere else. And that's it. So I'm happy to do it as long as we have our health and we're above ground and we have something to do. And I think, we always wish we could retire and get to other things, and it's very important to build that picture correctly, because when you don't and you forget the details, you don't realize that you'll be probably busier in your retirement. How are you enjoying your retirement, Jeff? I understand you just got to hang it up and enjoy. You heading out to the is it Pacific Crest Trail?
Well, thanks for asking. Yes, I am enjoying my retirement. I think the big thing for me was having control over my time. Being in healthcare, you're on more or less a Monday to 5, 6 or 8 to 5 treadmill that doesn't really end when you get off work because of the emotional baggage that's there for the end of the day, plus raising kids, plus doing all the stuff. So retiring, I thought I would have all the control over my time, but of course, my lovely wife finds things for me to do just to make sure, and the grandkids, we keep busy. They've started jiu-jitsu, and they're going to school, and I'm part of all of that pickup. But now I'm getting ready to hike the Pacific Crest Trail, and that takes quite a bit of training. And I'm actually mostly prepared. I could probably leave a little early if they let me, and be just fine.
Yeah, it does take some preparation, and I had to chuckle when you said you now have control of your time as a retiree. I was going to ask, are you married? Do you have kids? And you answered all of that. The nice thing is you don't look at it as a loss of control of your time. You look at it as a gift to others, and we constantly wonder how we can be as productive, how we can be useful. And I get that assignment. Hopefully you meet some wonderful people on the trail too. I don't know if you're going alone or if you're taking company with you. If you do go alone, usually you can meet some interesting types on the trail. You cross paths with some pretty awesome people who are willing to share their story. Are you going alone?
Yes, I will be hiking. You never really hiked alone on the PCT, but I'll be not going with anyone else. I'll be on my own schedule, and you do cross paths with, there are 50 people a day that have applied for the PCT, so at least for the first part of it, there'll be quite a few through hikers that I'll be meeting up with, hiking with, visiting with, whatever, sharing experiences. And I find when I go hiking that I never have trouble meeting with, chatting with people, so we have a good time.
Sounds like it's going to be a blast. Plus, you cross on the path through some of the day hike areas that people are out on some of the shorter trips that just drop into the trail and out. So that'll be kind of neat. Hopefully the weather holds up. Have you done your research on the weather that you're going to have on the way?
I am not too worried about the weather until April 1st. You'll kind of get a look at the snowpack to get an idea of what's going on through the Sierra. I'm actually more concerned about the heat through Southern California. Again, not too concerned about the weather. I don't leave until May, so that's where I'm more concerned about the heat than anything else. So I'll have to figure out, get my body used to hiking when hot.
Whew, yeah, that'll be toasty. Pack your dress bikini. I'm sure you'll have a blast. I better get out of the way. I know you're trying to close up shop and get to your day, and there are a lot of others probably trying to get in for the log or to say hi to you. So I will head on out and give you a quick aloha. K6DLK.
All right, Dan. As always, thank you for checking in, and it's a pleasure. K6DLK, KW6U73.
73, Jeff.
Oh, yeah, it is 9:53, and I need to close up shop at 10 o'clock. I'll bet we can get a whole bunch of people in the log between now and then. So let's take some in and outs and log onlys, and I'll close up at 10. This is the Coffee Break Net, KW6U.
Kilo, November 6th. Victor Yankee Delta Kilo, November 6, Victor Yankee Delta, log only.
Whiskey Bravo 3, Charlie Sierra Yankee for the log.
Whiskey 6 Golf Lima Whiskey for the log.
All right, let me run through who I have here for the log. Here it's W6GLW. I've got you in the log. Morning, Rick. WB3CSY. I've got you in the log. Good morning. I think it's Ryan, WU6H. I wasn't able to hear you, but in the background the name popped up. Let's see. I've got you, and I'm putting you in the log. But were you an in and out or a log only?
Oh, go ahead and throw me in the log. Thanks. Have a great morning.
All right, got you in the log. And Vincent, KN6DYD, I've got you in the log. Is there anyone else that would like to check in to the net? The log onlys here. Let's go log onlys.
Alpha India 6 Whiskey, log only.
All right, good morning, John. Got you in the log. Anyone else that would like to get in the log this morning?
Kilo Golf 9 Mike, good morning, Jeff.
Frank, I have you in the log. Thanks for checking in. Anyone else for the log? One more time, I'll go ahead and take some log onlys. Anyone else out there that would like to get in the log this morning for the Coffee Break Net? This is KW6U. All right, well, hearing none, this is KW6U for the Coffee Break Net. We'll go ahead and turn the repeater back to normal operation here momentarily, but just want to let everyone know that the repeater will be worked on later on today, so it might be down for a little bit as they solve the voter receiver issue, and hopefully they'll have good luck with that, so we might hear some activity with that going on. But the Coffee Break Net is every morning, 7:30 to 10 a.m. We love having you check in. It's very nice to hear people from all over the country and around the world. And we'll have Brian, AI6US, that's the formal host for tomorrow morning. Thank you, Brian, for your help this morning, and thank you all for being patient with us as we work through our voting receiver issues. This is KW6U, returning the repeater back to normal operation. 7-3 all. Good morning.
Hey, Kilo Golf 9 Mike, WB1G, quick drive-by.
Get in quickly if I could with 6US.